Okay, so the odometer on the 67 Ford Fairlane is not working, and I need to find out why. Speedometer's working. I don't know if it's the cable, but before I try it, I want to see if there's a way I can test it out, either putting something in here, trying to turn it with a drill, see if the odometer moves. Because when I visually inspect everything, so this gear pulley down here connects to the one that comes across here, another plastic one, which connects to this gear here, so nothing is broken, nothing is overly, doesn't seem worn. The speedometer knows, but I don't know if, I guess I don't know what's inside of here, if that is the problem. So that's what I'm trying to find out. Okay, so I'm going to remove my odometer. This is the spring right here, and I'm going to take it off on the bottom. So you see here, this is where this comes off, and then by doing this, this whole thing lifts up. It should lift up like this, and I should be able to just pull it out from here. So let's see how this goes. Oh, it's just going to fall apart on me. Oh, this just slips off. The clip slips off. Okay, now I should just be able to pull it out like that. Okay, so this is what this looks like. Make sure this thing doesn't fall apart on me. And then inside, this goes back. I guess this is what this thing turns here. So when I put it back, I get to go in through here. There. And this clip goes back on. On there. I got to bend that back in place is the only thing. There. There it is. I'm good to go down over this hole. There. I'll bend that back in place, but there. Clicks. Then okay, so I'm going to take this plate off now. What I've done, I've put this pad here so I don't bend the needle. Plus I taped it because when I take this out, I don't want this screw or the spring in here to release. So I've got this screw here to take out here, and there's another one right in there if you can see it. I didn't have these wrenches, so the wrench here is a 3/16. So this is it. Now I noticed here, when I did lift this up, you see this gear, there's a hole, there's two holes there that where the seat's into, and I don't know if one of the reasons why it's not put back in the right hole, that's why it doesn't move, or what. But I think I can just lift this off, and hopefully it doesn't go. I'm trying to video it. Okay. Damn. Another screw's not all the way out. Okay. Let me see if I can get that back in there again. That's good. Okay, I got it back in there. That's good. And I'm gonna pause it and get the other bolt now. I'm lifting this up. So this is what this looks like down here. This magnet. This is what this looks like. Alright. Damage anything. I'm gonna flick off, so this goes in that hole there. No. Okay, this here is all attached. This is good. That's good. So I'm not going to mess with that right now. Turn this over here. This is the magnet. This is what's not turning. Yeah, this one here's not turning. Good Lord, I want to take this out too. Jeez, another. Looks like a little screw there. So this is the magnet. Move. So let's see. It's worn away. See that? So it's moving, which is good. It wasn't moving before. There's a bunch of dirt and shit in there. But I see that it's actually worn away, and that's probably because of the dirt stuff in there. So what I'm doing is I'm cleaning out in here with a toothbrush. That's where all the dirt is. Little rocks, pebbles, which I'm sure has been a part of the problem. So I'm just spinning this every couple threads, and then I go in here and clean it like this. So I'm also going to clean out down here. See the threads down here? There's all kinds of little, it's just dirt and stuff in there. So you want to get all that stuff out for sure. Little rocks and stuff. And I got air too. Then I'm going to go in there. So I think I've got this cleaned out. It's moving now, which is awesome. See in here? So I'll clean this, spin it all the way around, and clean it out. The other thing that I'm doing here is inside here. This is where the needle goes in, and that's the magnet. So if there's any dirt and crap in there, you should definitely clean that out too, because that would impact the how the needle on the throttle works. One more thing that I did, because it was hard to see this thing was working, so I put magic marker or like around just a couple of the spindles here, so that way here you can see it spinning. So you can see the first worm is turning, the second one is going, you know, vertical. It's hard, that one moves a hell of a lot slower, but you can see on the bottom there, that long black line is getting closer, so then we know that one's working. Now I need to put it all back together and see if this thing is going to work with the odometer on it. Basically, I got this working. I didn't show you how I put this thing in, the odometer, but it's pretty simple. So you see these notches up here? They've got to seat down in here. So there's two, one on top, bottom, one on top, and this sits right in here. Now I've got this clip broken off. I need to find a new one. It rusted, but I put an Allen key in here just to see, and this works. Pretty happy. So I can just spin my Allen key, and you can see of course, it's only 1/10 of a mile, that one, but you'll slowly see the 5 move. Slowly. It's moving up. Trying to get the 6. Come on. Spin faster. You can see a little bit of the black of the 6 come up there. So, and then the other thing I think, so the needle doesn't go back down to 0. Video before I wrap this up. So when I was trying to fix my odometer, for some reason I messed something up, and it was my speedometer sticking up here. So I wasn't sure what I did, because I messed with so much stuff in here. I thought it might have been a magnet in here, but that's not the case. But if you see in here, I was in here cleaning this, and I didn't know, but this can actually move. So it's spring in here. So you can twist this spring, this apparatus here, up and down. And if you, for example, if I push this down here further now, it'll put more tension on here, and that's what brings the needle down. That was it. So it's really just tightening up the spring. When you tighten up the spring, this is on a bit of a nut, just a little nut here. I was able to move my finger with this little end of a Q-tip, and that's what tightened it up. So I think that's it. So now this is back to normal. I'm going to paint this, and then I will put my odometer back in. All good.